Even though there is no official news and things could change, it is looking like we are going to be getting that Power Rangers Disney Plus project. And we kind of wanted to circle back and talk about it and what we think it could actually be and look like. And we're going to listen to the fans. Hit that intro, Rangers.
You are watching the Fan Club.
You're watching the Fan Club.
And you're watching the Fan Club. Do you know what time it is?
And you know what time it is.
It's time for the Fan Club. Let's go. Hey!
I can't do this on my own, cause you know things ain't always sweet when you out here in these streets. But my morpher when it morphed, I made a fake one.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Fan Club. It is your boy, Dan Brosnan, in the building. Welcome to the show. We are very happy to have you guys. Now, we wanted to get into this Power Rangers reboot project for Disney Plus. Talk about what we know and what this could actually look like. So for anyone that's kind of been out of the loop, a few months ago, we found out that the showrunners of Percy Jackson were in talks with Disney to push out a Power Rangers reboot series. Now, that sounds pretty freaking cool. We're very excited about it. We also were told that Toei is not involved in this project if they actually get it off the ground. Toei, nope, they're not, there's no Sentai suits. They're not adapting Zords. They're not adapting any type of Sentai, which I think could be cool. Hasbro always wanted to have their own original Rangers. And after how many years? 5-6 years, they're finally going to get it, which I'm actually excited about. Now, what could this show actually look like? Now, I gotta go on over to Spider Jin, Super Jin, Jin Saku one time. We talked about this post that he put up a few weeks ago, but I wanted to kind of get into this to kind of give you an idea what he thinks it's going to look like, and then we'll kind of break that down. There are some things in here that I like, some things I think they could change, but here, let's talk about it. Here's what was pitched to 20th Century Studios. When a small town is rocked by a series of bizarre time anomalies, people vanishing, memories changing, and fragments of futuristic tech appearing, a group of misfits and outsiders are drawn to the center of it all, a forgotten facility buried beneath the town. They are chosen to protect the first Power Rangers team in decades, but the world doesn't remember the Rangers ever existed. This series was pitched as a mystery detective style story and a soft reboot with other seasons in the franchise canon from a distance, and the show will also explore the backstory and origin of the Morphin Grid. It will be a bigger budget TV show for Disney Plus and Hulu with a story planned over multiple seasons. Now, the first thing that I think of when I'm reading this is Goosebumps. Do you guys remember the new Goosebumps shows that they've been putting out on Disney Plus and Hulu? They're taking a IP from the 90s that was made a little bit differently. If you remember Goosebumps, like every episode was like a new cast and crew, a new story. Well, they changed that up, and every book is almost like a season, or there'll be a season with like multiple books in it. They kind of changed the format and made it better and more enjoyable from a viewing standpoint. So I'm not against them changing the mechanics of Power Rangers if it makes like a young adult or adult show actually work. I like this idea of having like a mystery show. Like it sounds cool if they're all detectives or like they're trying to figure out what's going on or who did what. That could like bring you episode to episode. Now, I don't know if they're going to use all of this. You know how it works. You'll pitch an idea and then they'll say, we love it, but we need to change this, that, the third. I don't know how it's going to look like when it's all said and done, but I think thinking outside the box and making something that is different and distinctive is smart, okay? If you wanted to do like Power Rangers of old, you should have just like remade another Sentai, right? Or done like a Cosmic Fury or Once and Always type special. Those aren't that hard to do. These big budget productions now, these are going to be real good and they're going to cost a lot of money. And if you do it right, you could have a whole new following of people actually watch this. And I kind of like they'll have it on Disney Plus and Hulu, because I know a lot of people that don't have Disney Plus but have Hulu and vice versa, right? That's cool. Put it on both. Don't make it just a Disney Plus exclusive. Make it a Hulu and Disney Plus exclusive so more people can watch it. I think that makes a lot of sense. See, I've had Disney Plus for years now, and I kind of forget that Disney Plus is not like the elite streaming platform. Maybe it's like number 2, number 3, but Netflix is still running it. So shows on there get a lot more viewership sometimes because there's a lot more subscribers. Now, don't get me wrong. These Disney shows still hit, but I was actually watching the ratings and less people are on Disney Plus, meaning that you're going to have some shows that aren't going to hit, but other shows on other networks are going to hit. It's interesting. Let's see what actually happens. I think that if it comes out, it will probably come out in late 2026, late 2027, because we still don't have a cast. We don't even have an official announcement from Hasbro or Disney Plus, like 20th Century Studios, anything like that. We're kind of in limbo right now, where there were a bunch of talks for like a week or two. Everyone from IDM to comicbook.com, everybody and their mom was talking about this news. Oh man, we got the Percy Jackson creators working on Power Rangers. It's going to be dope. It's happening. But since we have not had like an official reveal or review, anything from Hasbro, and I mean, that's kind of been the Hasbro way since they've taken over. You don't know what's going on until they let you know what's going on. It's freaking interesting, but what are your thoughts, guys? Before I leave you, I do want to get into some comments and see what the fans are saying. Christian Miller said, I'm still stuck on the wedding story. Oh, yeah. In the last video, or the video that I'm reading the comments from, I had a heckling maid of honor, or heckling bridesmaid, I think. I don't think it was the maid of honor. I think it was a bridesmaid a few weeks ago that was, she was very mean. She was a mean soul and mean person. I had a full dance floor, and she was coming up and yelling at me and calling me old, even though I'm playing the songs the bride, like, request. Like, it's crazy. People just get a few drinks in them and become super entitled and yell at you when you can't give them exactly what they want this instant. But that's okay. All right, let's get into some Power Ranger comments. Steven said maybe the announcement will be on Power Rangers Day in August. Hey, that makes some sense. Maybe around August they'll at least give us some official news. We're not asking for much. We're not asking for no trailer, like casting reveals or anything like that. But maybe like one simple teaser poster, like a helmet, or even just the logo of Power Rangers or that they're going to run with, right? Something to get us excited, or like, what if they call it like Power Rangers something else? Like, not necessarily like a Mega Force or anything, but what if they say like Power Rangers, the Chosen Ones, or Power Rangers of the Spirits Below, you know, something different that isn't just force behind it or fury or something like that. What if they kind of make their own Power Rangers title with it? I don't know. I'm just thinking. Joel Ortiz said, I want more Super Sentai adaptations to get there. There's so many Sentai, and they could have made great Power Ranger seasons. I agree, but we all knew eventually Hasbro wanted to make this change. I mean, it was supposed to be earlier with the Jonathan Entwistle project, but that never got off the ground. Savage Sal said, here's a question. Why would you undo 30 years of Power Rangers by changing the format that has worked for so long? Now fans don't know if they'll ever see a season of Power Rangers. Well, according to Jin's idea, they're still like using old season. Like, it's still within that universe, which sounds kind of cool. Also, the 30-year of Power Ranger thing is kind of overplayed. Like, literally, Power Rangers towards the end was overplayed. The numbers the last, 10 years after Samurai, you could watch the viewership decline steadily. I'm talking, by the end of the Nickelodeon era with Beast Morphers and Dino Fury, we were only getting, a fourth or fifth of what we were bringing in originally, man, on Nickelodeon. Not even originally what we were bringing in the 90s. Those were some crazy numbers. Now, I'm not asking for that, but over time, they were losing money on it or just making enough to get by. It wasn't a lucrative business no more. And I know some fans are going to be like, well, you still should do it for the fans. But the way that these big companies work, if it's not meeting their bottom line, their quotas, all that kind of stuff, they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing with it. They're just going to stop making it. They're going to move around. They're going to find someone else to put the money in. And it's all up to us, right? And it's up to them to make good products stuff. I understand that. But if they put out something and we don't support it, I mean, go look at the viewership. The viewership has just steadily declined over the past 10 years. And maybe that's because some of the shows aren't very good. Maybe that's because some people felt burned with Bandai and burned with Saban. And then that kind of trickled over to Hasbro because Hasbro had a whole new model of doing things too. There was a lot to be said about Hasbro, right or wrong. But this is their opportunity to make it right. We all know that they wanted to do something original. We'll see if it actually gets done, though, because I'm not 100% banking on it until there's official announcement from Disney and Hasbro and Power Rangers, because we've already seen one deal go through the floor, right? Let's keep it going. Joseph said, I hope sometime this year we can get some information on the new Power Rangers show. I've said this before. Other comments on your channel, man, and this is what I say. I don't care if they adapt Sentai or not. Make it original. I just want a good story. Yeah, I 100% agree. I don't care if you do Sentai. I don't care if it's original. Just make it good. Give us good characters, good backstories, all that stuff. 100% agree. Sure Six said they are chosen to become the first Power Ranger team in decades. So that means that the Power Rangers already existed in this world, meaning that this won't be a dinosaur themed group. That since the Dino Rangers either got destroyed or that they had other teams from the franchise canon active since then, it would be really nice to have a new theme for once. But I think most fans would expect the Dino Powers to start off. Yeah, I don't know what it's going to be. Will it be Dino Powers? Will it be cars? Sure as hell won't be trains. Joel Ortiz said, yeah, I really want to stick with 2% Sentai adaptive season for Power Rangers. Oh, just to sprinkle? Hey, that would be cool, but if they're going in a whole different direction, it might not look right. It might be a little weird if you're having these type of scenes and then you have some suits or some Zords or something that don't really fit the show. It's interesting. And if they are doing their own things, what will the Zords be? Ooh. Alexandria said this reboot would ruin our childhood and be as bad as Thomas and Friends. Damn! Well, remember, nothing can ruin your childhood, my friends. If you have a good memory from your childhood, that's all that is, man. That's a good memory. People can take things and make them different. It doesn't mean that the new gen's bad or your memory is bad. It just means you felt a very special way about something back in the day. And I bet there's a lot of people at that time that thought whatever you liked, including Power Rangers, thought it was stupid, right? Everyone has their own things that they like. Don't let new things in the future affect your past childhood memories that you love. Don't let it ruin your damn childhood. I'll give you that. Operation Spider said, I see this turning into a Riverdale Gotham Knights kind of thing. I don't want that. I just want the makers in charge to embrace the larger-than-life aspects that are iconic to the brand. Power Rangers is a bombastic martial arts superhero franchise and you are nerfing it to be the 10th degree here. Who's this even for? I think it's supposed to be for the older generation. And I see a lot of people thinking that they're like just destroying everything before it, but it sounds like there could be an opening for it to still be in the same universe. Now, what are your thoughts? Let me know in the comments. Shout out all the fans out there that take the time out of their day to watch this content. You are the real MVPs, and we'll see you next time. Peace. I want to give a special shout out to the Gold Ranger members, Salima Ramirez, Anime King Nick, Louis Cairns, Thomas Franco, Roderick Ham, and Brian A. Thank you guys so much for your support, and if you want a video shout out like this one, sign up to be a Gold Ranger member today. Hey, what's going on? Thank you so much for watching this video. Please like, subscribe, hit that share button, and if you can, please sign up to be a member today. We have 3 membership power-ups. We have the Gold Ranger power-up, the most popular. You get into our exclusive fan club chat group. We have fan exclusive videos that we are adding monthly now, and you get a video shout out. Yes, folks, at the end of our videos, I will shout out your name. We also have the Quantum Ranger power up where you get monthly meetings online with me. Yes, folks, we will talk once a month on Zoom, and you can give me your ideas for future episodes. And then we have a professional package, the Dr. K power up. That is for businesses that want to tap into the platform. If you guys can, please sign up to be a member today. It is highly appreciated, and it helps us keep these videos going. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Peace.
Hi, we're Bulk and Skull. We have been requested by the fan club to say something funny.